Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Naveen, and today I'll be taking you through 100 most expected questions of QA of MHCET, and this is part 3 of the series. Okay, so let's begin with our first question of the day. Mr. Mehta, who invested rupees 12,500 in his scheme, got an amount of 3,12,500 in a certain time period at compound interest. So the principal over here is 12,500, and this person gets 3,12,500 after a certain tenure. If you'll pay attention to this, you will realize that this is nothing but 25 times, right? 125 into 25 is 3,125. Okay. If the principal is rupees 8,000, so if I make this as 8,000, then find the amount in money in rupees he gets in half of the time period at the same rate of interest. So it says that half the tenure. So what we can do is we can say that since we are halving it, so in one half it becomes 5 times, and in the second half it becomes 5 times, so that overall it becomes 25 times. Since we are asked to find out only in one half, that is in 5 times it is going to become. So 8 into 5 is 40. So it will result in 40,000. That's it. Pure common sense based question, right? Because in compound interest, it's not how much is added. It's about how many times it becomes. Okay. Second, find the value of k such that for the equation 5x square minus 8kx plus 2 is equal to 0, the sum of the roots is equal to the product of the roots. Well, if I talk about the sum of the roots, this is given as minus b by a. And if I talk about product of the roots, it is given as c upon a, right? So if we solve this, we'll get the value of k as minus 1 by 4. That's it. Nothing much to be done, right? Oh, sorry, it was minus of minus 8. So it will become plus 1 by 4. My bad. I did say minus, but I forgot to take minus of this coefficient of x. Yeah, good afternoon, Aniket. Okay, next. From a point in the interior of an equilateral triangle, the perpendicular distance of the sides are 4 root 3, 2 root 3, and 6 root 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is. So this particular question is going to use a very interesting property of equilateral triangles. So if we take an equilateral triangle, and suppose the side is A, and if I take the centroid or the orthocenter, circumcenter, incenter, they are the same points, right? And if I drop the perpendiculars, then each perpendicular will be of same length given by small r or in radius. So in radius of an equilateral triangle is given upon side upon 2 root 3. Okay. Or you can also say that the sum of the three perpendiculars that are drawn is given as root 3 by 2 times a. So if I multiply by 3 on both the sides, root 3 will become 3. 3 by root 3 will become root 3. So this is what we have. So if I say that the sum of all the three in radii is equal to L, so the ratio between L and A is given as root 3 upon 2. Okay. I'm going to use the same logic over here because this property is not only true for the sum of in radii of an equilateral triangle, but it is true for any point inside an equilateral triangle. So if I take a random point and if I add them like this, and let's say if I call them length L1, L2, and L3, then the sum of L1, L2, and L3 upon the side of it of the triangle is given as root 3 upon 2. So as per the question, the sum of the three is 12 root 3 upon side, and this is given as root 3 upon 2. So this side will turn out to be 12 into 2, 24. Hold on. R 3R. So sum will be 3R, and this is root 3 by 2. Where did I take 20? Is it sum of the squares? No. Hold on, hold on. If I take R to be that side, is root 3 by 2. Is there any mistake that is done? 10, 12 root 3, that is the sum upon side, is capital R is given as side upon root 3, and this is given as side upon 2 root 3 in radius, right? ये ठीक है. It's not that 2 root 3 will get multiplied, then only it will become 72. No. It is going to be 24 only, right? So it will become 72 if we are talking about sum of the circumradius, that is sum of capital R. Okay. So it is going to be 24 only. So typo here. Okay, 24 over. Okay, next. A dishonest vegetable seller professes to sell his vegetables at cost price. So there is no markup. So markup percentage is 0%. However, he sells W grams instead of 1 kg and thereby earns a profit equal to 14.28%. So 14.28% can be written as 1 out of 7, right? And if you talk about profit of 1 by 7, this can be written as 8 upon 7. Now, he is supposed to sell less than 1 kg of the commodity so that he earns profit, because he will be giving away less than 1 kg of commodity, but he will be getting the money for 1 kg only, right? So we can say that this 8 by 7 is equal to the 1 kg that he sells instead of, so this is 1 kg or 1000 grams, and this is going to be W grams. Okay. So this W is going to be 7 by 8 of 1000, which is going to be 7 into 125, which is going to result in 875 grams. So all we have to do is equate the multiplying factor of the profit percentage with the multiplying factor of the weights, the two weights that we have. Okay. Next one. Aditya, I'm just telling you how to solve this because there is a delay in the chat. Okay, so by the time you guys are solved, so I will be waiting for another, a minute for you guys to reply. Okay, so you guys solve it along with me and see if there is anything that you don't understand, because there's no concept that we are discussing. We are only discussing, if there is a formula involved, right? So you need to see, it's not about solving it, getting the answer, it's about the process. So if you're looking at this question, let's say, find the number of even factors of a number. If you know the process, you will be able to calculate it. And if you don't know the process, that's where I come in. So when we are dealing with even factors, you reduce the power of 2 only by 1 and then calculate the number of factors of the given number, which is calculated as power plus 1 into next power plus 1 into next power plus 1 into next power plus 1. So this will result in 6 into 6 into 5 into 4, which is 36 into 20. 720. So आपको ये पता था अगर कि you reduce the power of 2 by 1 for the given prime factorization of a number and you're asked to calculate even factors, so आपको solve हो जाएगा. ठीक है? You're not getting me any points or any marks for giving me the value or the answer or the correct option, right? If you can do it within the time while I'm solving it, great. And if you did not know how to go about this, so I'm telling you the approach and telling you the steps involved. You can see that the number of steps that I use is generally lesser than the number of steps that students will use otherwise. Got it? Okay. How many natural numbers which are divisible by 5 and less than 1000 are possible if no repetition of digits is allowed and the number does not contain the digits 3 and 6? So we need less than 1000 and they should be divisible by 5 and should not contain the digits 3 and 6. So this is what is asked. So what do you think we should do? So first of all, let's talk about the numbers from 1 to 100. Okay. From 1 to 100, in the first 100 numbers, there will be 20 numbers which are going to be divisible by 5. Out of these 20 numbers, there will be 2 numbers that will contain 3 and 6. So we effectively end in a total of 18 values, right? Next, if we take the numbers from 101 to 200, same thing will happen. These are 100 numbers and there will be a total of 20 numbers that will contain, that will have the numbers which are multiples of 5. Out of these 20 numbers, we will again have 2 numbers that will contain 3 and 6. So it further reduces. When we talk about the numbers which starts from 201 to 300, there will be again 20 numbers overall, out of which 235, 265, also the number 300. There will be 3 such numbers that we are not allowed to take. If we talk about the values from 301 to 400, now we can't take any of the numbers, all the 20 numbers. We can only take one number, which is going to be, there is only one number, which is 400, which is in the table of 5, because every other number will have a 3 at the beginning. Same thing if I do from 401 to 500, you will realize that it is same as the pattern that we saw in the first two, which will have 18. If we talk about 501 to 600, this will be the same pattern as 201 to 300, because 600 is a number that contains 6. So you will get only 17. If you talk about 601 to 700, you will realize that there will be again only one value, just like 301 to 400, because every number from 601 to 699 contains a 6. You're not allowed to take that. So we can take only 700, right? Now again, from 701 to 800, we will have the same thing. 801 to 900, we will have the same thing. And 901 to 1000, we will be having the same thing. So if you count, 18 is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases, right? Okay, 901 to 1000 we can't take because it says less than 1000, right? Less than 1000, as in 901 to 1000, we can't take 1000. It will come in this particular part, 901 to 1000, right? So we will have 18k, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. So this is going to be 90. Then 17k, we will have 1, 2, and 3 cases. And which is going to be 51. And then 1 case, as in there is only one number in the range, we will be getting ye wale. Here the number was 700, right? So we will have to add two more. Did we miss out anything? Acha, if we have 35 and 65, we will also have 30 and 60, no? Similarly, we will also have 130 and 160, and so on. So how many numbers extra did I write? So let's not solve it from the very beginning. So we will have 30 and 60 here. We will have 130 and 160 here. We will have 230 and 260 here, right? So two numbers from each of these. 301 to 400, we don't have to worry about it. Similarly, we will have 430, 460. So there are 8 such cases, right? So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 such cases, and each case is going to contain 16 such values. Why does it look like we'll have 130, 135, 160, 165. 3 and 6 cannot be in the last digit because then it won't be a multiple of 5. Similarly, we can have 3 at the hundreds place. We can't choose that. We can have 6 at the hundreds place. Even we can't choose that. So effectively, there are 2 less in every 100 numbers except 301 to 400 and 601 to 700. So that's 800 values. And 800 into 16. Sorry, 800 in 8 into 2. 16 further should be subtracted. None of the options match, right? Looks like फिर से शुरू करना पड़ेगा. So suppose if I take 1 to 99. 1 to 99, we have a total of 19 numbers which are in the table of 5. Out of these 90 numbers, we can't take 4 numbers. The numbers being 30, 35, 60 and 65. So we can't take 4 numbers. So we will have only a total of 50 numbers. If I take the values from 100 to 199, same logic, 90 numbers, out of which I can't take 4 numbers, which are going to be 130, 135, 160 and 165. So this will also result in 15. If I take the values from 200 to 299, there will be again 90 numbers, out of which I can't take 4 of them, which are going to be 230, 235, 260, 265. Okay. So this will again result in 15 values. Now 300 to 399, we will be getting none. Now these all will end in 15 values. So we will be getting 1 to 99 में 15 values, 100 to 199 में 15 values, 200 to 299 में 15 values, 400 to 499 में 15 values, 500 to 599 में 15, 700 to 799, 800 to 899 and 900 to 999. So we have 8 such cases, and each case is giving us 15 such values, which will result in 120. 600 to 699, we can't have any. Repetition of the digits, are they allowed? Yes, they are allowed. Is it 120 or is it going to be less than it? Because 120 is the largest option that we have, right? So divisible by 5. Arey, yaar, it says if no repetition of digits is allowed. Why am I not reading no repetition of digits is allowed? So how many repetition of digits we will have if there are going to be uh, numbers which are in the table of 5? So it's not 15. There will be more that we need to subtract. We can't take 55 also, right? So actually we will end up having only 40 numbers here. So we can't have 5 numbers. Similarly, 100 to 199, we won't be able to have 100 also and 155 also. So this will result in a reduction of 6 values. So we will have only 13 such values. 200 to 299, again 13 such values because we can't take the number 200 as well as 255. Because no other value, acha, there will be a 220 also here and there will be a 110 also. So this becomes 7 less. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Here we will have 5, 6, 7, 8 less. So this will result in 11. No, this is also 7 less only. So this will result in 12. Again, are we missing something? So, hold on, 200 to 299. There will be 20 numbers which are in the table of 5, not 19. बहुत गड़बड़ हो रहा है. 20 numbers minus 7, so 30 numbers. 20 numbers minus 7, so 30 numbers. Will it be true for all the values? The way we are getting 110, 220, 255. Oh, we will get 225 also. Here we will be getting 115 also. So we will have 8 less now. So yahi dikkat aayega if we are going to miss anything. 100, 105, no problem. 110, there is a problem. 115, there will be a problem. 120, no problem. 125, no problem. 130 is a problem. 35 is a problem. 140, no problem. 145, no problem. 150, no problem. 155 is a problem. 160, no problem. 65, sorry, 160 is a problem. 65 is a problem. 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 195. So there are 20 numbers out of which we can't take 8. Going by the same logic, we can't take 225. So we will have only 12 values here. 12 and 12. अभी भी कुछ मिस हो रहा है. No, Krishna, it's not probability. So there are going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cases are there where each one will end in 12, and there is going to be one case that will have 14 such numbers. So this is going to be 84 plus 14, which is going to end in 98. कुछ और मिस हो रहा है क्या? Any number that we're missing out on? 225, 220, 200, 230, 235, 255, 260, 265. I really do not want to get a wrong answer. एक दो तीन चार path cases. 6 is not there, 3 is not there. Repetition we have not included. So actually what is happening is we are looking at the cases from 100 onwards, 1 to 99, 100 onwards, where we will have a digit 3 and a 0, we will have a digit 6 and a 0, we will have a digit 3 and a 5, we will have a digit 6 and a 5. These are all not allowed. Then we will have a digit and a 0, we will have digit and the 5. We will have a digit 5 5. And we will have digit 0 0. These are the 8 cases. Now out of these, I believe 555 will also be a number that we should exclude, which we have, right? As a matter of fact, we have, because the way we have taken out 255, in the same way 555 will be one of the values. Okay, so that's not an issue. Should we look into 5? In 500s, actually there will be a lot more. So if we look into 500s wala case, see, 500 is excluded, right? The way 100 and 200 are excluded. 505 should also be excluded, because here 500s place and units place, they are also same, right? 510, no problem. 515, yes, there is a problem. 520, no problem. 525, yes, there will be a problem, right? These are not under these 8 cases where repetition is happening. 530 problem, that's already been taken care of. 535 taken care of. 540, no problem. 545, there will be a problem. 550, there will be a problem. 555, already taken care of. 560, no problem. 565, there will be a problem, right? 565 already कर चुके हैं हम, 6 तो allowed नहीं है. 570 won't be a problem. 575 will be a problem. 580, that is included. So 580 is there. 585 is going to be an issue. 585. 590 won't be an issue. 595. So we are going to have 8 more cases where repetition is happening. Wow. Are we including something that we have already taken care of? Okay, the way DD0 is there, we have already taken care of 550. The way we have DD5, we have already taken care of 555. Sorry, this is 525 and D55. ठीक है, ठीक है. So there are total 98, out of which 6 more are present in 500s, which are not accounted for. 6 more are there. So it's a very, very difficult one because we had to manually check 92. We don't have an option less than 92. So that's why I was like confident ki, see, there was no option more than 120. So we are checking out, did we miss out something or did we include something extra? Then realize that 30s and 60s should not be included. It reduced to 98. Now 98 is not the list option. We have another option which is less than 98. So you have to think, is it a possibility that we can bring it down to 92? That's wherein it struck that in 500s, any number that starts with 5 and ends in 5 will have such numbers that will be repeated. So special scenario here. So no, it's not a question of probability. It's a question of normal. 535 we have already taken care of. D35 वाले सारे numbers हटा दिए ना? 3 is not allowed, right? Right, Shreyash? And 565 also we can't take, no? 3 and 6 वाले numbers तो आप ऐसे भी नहीं ले सकते. So I have included 3 and 6 वाले numbers. Sorry, I have excluded 3 and 6 वाले numbers. I got total 98. But out of those 98, there were certain more numbers in 500s that were also included where the digit was repeated. Which digit was repeated? 5. जब पहले 5 और लास्ट में 5 हो. 505, 515, 525, 535 ये numbers में से. Out of these numbers, some numbers were already removed. Some more numbers we had to remove. So out of 10 cases of 505 to 595, ये 10 cases हैं, where the number starts with 5 and ends in 5, इसके 10 cases हैं. ये 10 cases remove करने हैं. Out of these 10 cases, 4 cases we have already removed, जहां last में 5 आता है. 6 और बचे थे. So those 6 are these. So 6 further reduce हो जाएगा. So we will have 92. I hope it is clear now. Difficult one. Okay. In India, the price of petrol was rupees 70 per litre in 2020. In 2021, there was an increase in the price of petrol by 10%. It was again increased by X% in the year 2022. If the effective increase in the price of the petrol is 30%, then find the value of X. Simple question है कि increase of 10% means 1.1. Again, increase by X% means multiplying factor of X percentage. And the effective increase is given as 30%. So this is 1.3. So multiplying factor of X% will be 1.3 upon 1.1, which is going to be 13 by 11. 13 by 11 is also written as 2 by 11 more. And 2 by 11 को अपन 9.09 into 2, so 18.18% more or increase भी बोलते हैं. Same thing. So using multiplying factor, things become pretty easy, and this rupees 70 per litre was not our concern, because if the things given are in percentage and the question part is also percentage, you don't have to include the base value. आप direct multiplying factor use कर लो. Okay. Next, Vinod and Keshav together can complete a work in the time in which Rahul can do only half of the same work. So as per the question, Vinod and Keshav together can complete in certain duration, certain work. In the same duration, Rahul can only complete half of the work. So that would mean Rahul will take twice the time to finish the same work. Okay, we will remember this 2D. ये D है, in case anyone is wondering. Okay. Rahul and Vinod. Now the next part is Rahul and Vinod. Together, they take 1/3 of the time taken by Keshav to complete the work. So if they take T time to finish the work, the same work Keshav does in 3T. Right? Keshav ka 3T है, तो उसका 1/3 will become T. That's what Rahul and Vinod take. Okay. So if I include all of this, can I say Vinod plus Keshav into D is equal to Rahul into 2D? The same work is Rahul plus Vinod into certain time, which is same as Keshav into 3D. ये सब W work के बराबर है. Okay. From here, what can we do? Can we directly add and get an answer? No. Um, if all three people can complete the work in 15 hours, all three together. Then find the time taken by Keshav to complete the work. So this is what I am going to do, which I think would be the easiest. It's of course a little lengthy again. If I take the ratio of these two, I'll get V plus K upon R is equal to 2 by 1. And if I take the ratio of these two, I'll get V plus R upon K is equal to 3 by 1. So we have different V and R ka combo, and we have different R and K ka combo. Interesting. What if I subtract? What if I add? If I subtract, still it will not make sense. If I divide, it won't make sense. So if I take R is equal to X, we can say V plus K is equal to 2X. And if we take K is equal to Y, we will get V plus R is equal to 3Y. If I add both of them, I'll get V plus K plus R is equal to 3X. And if I add both of them, I'll again get V plus K plus R is equal to 4Y. Since they are same, let's equate them with 12. Okay? So if I equate them with 12, I'm saying X is going to be 4 and Y is going to be 3. So Y is going to be 3, so this becomes 9. So X is going to be 4, so this becomes 8. So अब अगर solve करेंगे, so R is equal to 4, K is equal to 3. So you can put R is equal to 4 or K is equal to 3. You will get the value of V is equal to 5. So these are the efficiencies, relative efficiencies. So if I use this, as per the question, it says all three together complete the work in 15 hours. That means R plus K plus V, if they finish it in 15 hours, then Keshav alone, which is 3, right? In how many hours will he be able to complete? So this is going to be 12 into 15 by 3, which is going to be 60. So Keshav अकेले 60 hours में करेगा. So we had to find out the ratio or the relationship, or let's say the values. सौम्या, यहाँ पे पजल था सौम्या. ठीक है, पजल है. अगर आप ध्यान दोगे इधर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड सेम है ना दोनों का, राइट हैंड साइड भी सेम चाहिए, राइट? एक बार आप x4 बोलते हो तो अगली बार भी x4 ही होगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. So here we have v plus k plus r is 3 into something and दूसरे में v plus k plus r is 4 into something. तो आपको एक नंबर यहां बताना है जो 3 में भी आता हो, 3 के टेबल में भी आता हो, 4 के टेबल में भी आता हो. So we need to find out a number which is in the table of 3 and 4 both or multiple of 3 and 4 both. So I chose 12. आपको मन करे आप 20 ले लो, आपको मन करे आप 100 ले लो, आपको मन करे आप 24 ले लो, आप 6 ले लो, आप 1 ले लो. Your answer is not going to change. But you can see that I was not dealing with fractions. If you happen to take दोनों की value 10 मान ली, so 3x is 10, so x will be a fraction. If you put that back, fraction से deal करना मुश्किल होता है. That's the reason I chose 12. You can actually choose v plus k plus r to be any number of your liking. Your answer is not going to change. Answer तब भी 60 है. ठीक है? Okay. Next, the sum of the areas of two circles of the same radii is 693 square centimeter. So since the radii are same and we have two circles and we need to find the sum of the areas. So this is 2 times pi r square and this is given as 693. Now 693, if you think about it, this is going to be 3 into 231. And 231 can be written as 3 into 11 into 21, which can further be written as 3 into 3 into 7 into 11. So 21 को मैंने 337 लिख दिया. Now 7 मैं वापस इधर नीचे लिख देता हूँ. 2 into 11 by 7 into r square. So right, this is what is given. Now the only number that will cancel out will be 11. So if you solve here, your r square is going to be 3 into 3 into 7 was there already on the right hand side. You get another 7 and those two 2's will come in the denominator. So this is r square. So that would mean r is going to be 1, 3, 1, 7 and 1, 2. So this is 21 upon 2, which is 10.5, but don't write it as each word away. Now the question asked is, what is the sum of the circumferences of the two circles? So if you talk about the circumference, so it is 2 pi r plus 2 pi r, which turns out to be 4 pi r, and 4 pi r radius is 21 upon 2, right? So you will realize that this 2 is taken away and this 7 is taken away. So you are left with 11 into 12, which I believe a lot of you know that it's a 3-digit number and it ends in a 2. Right? There is only one option. Okay. Find the missing term in this series. So, सबसे पहले क्या करते हैं? We check the differences. So 4 to 8, the difference is 4. 8 to 24, the difference is 16. 24 to 96, that's a difference of 72. We don't know what change and we don't know what change. So since that value is missing. Now 4 and 16, it makes sense. 4 and 16, they're like 2 square and 4 square. But 72 is not a perfect square. What if I say 4 is 4 into 1, 16 is 4 into 4, 72 is 4 into 18. That's a random change, right? Excuse me. So difference will be a difficult one. So what we can alternatively do is think these numbers as perfect squares or perfect cubes ya kuch. If there is anything common, you can take that common outside, right? Jaise 4 is common throughout, no? So if I remove 4, I'll get a smaller series, as in I'll deal with smaller numbers. 4 bahar hai. So I'll have 1, and then I will have 2, I will have 6, and then I will have 24, missing value, and this will be 720. अब अगर ध्यान दोगे तो it becomes relatively easier, right? This is 1 factorial, this is 2 factorial, this is 3 factorial, this is 4 factorial, and this one is 6 factorial. So obviously this value right over here should be 5 factorial. Now 5 factorial is nothing but 120, but It's not 120 we need to do. Don't forget to multiply by 4 and you will have your answer handy. Right? There was a number which was common throughout. There, all the numbers were in the table of 4. So 4 common निकालिए, अब छोटे numbers पे ध्यान देंगे तो दिख जाता है. These are factorial values. A very important series, right? Okay. Next, from a bag containing 5 coins of rupees 5. So 5 rupees give 5 coins. 8 coins of rupees 10. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 12 coins of rupees 20. So I'm not going to draw all the 12 coins. A person picks 2 coins. Okay. So what is the probability? Okay. That both the coins are of rupees 20. So when we pick the first coin, we have got 5 coins and then we have got 8 coins and then we have got 12 coins. So looking at this, can we say we have a total of 25 coins? In 25 coins, may say, the probability that the first coin is 20 rupees, it's going to be 12. When you pick the next coin, which will be having only 24 coins left, the probability of this coin to be again a 20 rupee coin is going to be only 11, क्योंकि अब 24 coins है, जिसमें से 12 rupee coin has been reduced by 1. ठीक है, मैंने बेकार ही ड्रॉ करा, इसकी जरूरत नहीं थी. So it becomes 11 now. So this is the probability of drawing the first coin, which is a 20 rupee coin. This is the probability of drawing the second coin out of the leftover coins. So if we solve this, this is 12 double. Can't simplify it further. Numerator will remain 11. Denominator will become 50. So we have. Right. Okay. Next one. Lengthy question. A bus and a car start moving simultaneously from points X and Y towards point Y and X, respectively in a straight line. The bus covered 1/6 of the total distance at speed P and the remaining distance at a speed of 5q to reach point Y. Okay, the car moved at a speed of 6r. By the time the bus reached from point X to Y, the car covered the distance from Y to X and then back to Y such that both reached point Y at the same time. Which among the following is true? So let's talk about, first of all, this point being X, this point being Y, and we are talking about a bus, right? So what happens is this bus covered 1/6 of the total distance. So let's say the total distance is D, or we can take 60. 60 ले लेते हैं. So 60 would mean divide the entire distance into 6 equal parts. This much of distance, which is D distance, it covers at a speed of P. Right? So how much time did the bus take? Bus took distance upon speed, and the remaining distance is 5d. It moved at the speed of 5q. So how much time did the bus take here? It will be 5d by 5q, which is nothing but d by q only, right? तो मैं इसको केवल d by q लिख देता हूँ. What is the total time that the bus take? d by p plus d by q. I can't say d by p plus q. आप numerator नहीं add कर सकते ऐसे. Denominator needs to be same. The denominators are not same. Now, let's talk about the car. So we have the same distance. This is x. And अच्छा ठीक है, उल्टा लिख देते हैं. Question में ये बोल रहा है y to x जा रहा है, ये x to y जा रहा है. So the bus moves from x to y. अच्छा ठीक है तो. And the car moves from y to x. So let's talk about the car now. Now, what happens to this car? Car moves at a speed of 6r. By the time bus reached from X to Y, The car covers a distance from y to x and back to y. अच्छा पूरा आना जाना दोनों कंप्लीट कर लिया इसने. So can I say the car traveled a total distance of 12d at the speed of 6 hours? So the time the car took would be this much. Now 12d distance it has covered at the speed of 6 hours. So 12d by 6 hour ko I'm going to simply write 2d by 6 hour. Now the question explicitly it says by the time that the bus reached, मतलब जितना time bus चली उतने ही time car चली, right? So the first thing that will happen is d being common, it will get cancelled out. So we will have 2 upon r is equal to 1 upon p plus 1 upon q, and that will result in option E. Got it? Okay. ठीक है, चलो यही आंसर है. So everybody watching, please make sure that you like the video and subscribe if you guys haven't. If in case of any doubt, ask in the comment or in the chat. MHCT specialized course has begun. We provide you with more than 55 live classes, more than 50 recorded live classes, more than 250 pre-recorded conceptual async classes. You also get 12 mocks based on the pattern and more than 3,500 practice questions. Okay, so please download the app. The link is given in the description. Once you download the app, you will be able to enroll in this. Before enrolling, if you guys have any concern, get in touch with us. Okay. Last lap to MHCT MBA 2024 series. This is going to begin from 22nd February. So everyone who is taking MHCT seriously, make sure that you attend these sessions. It will happen at 7 p.m. So we will be discussing new set of questions. We'll be discussing concepts if required, formulas, how to attempt a question, all of those. And All India Open Mock MHCET for this year is live. It's going to be live from day after tomorrow. So 19th February until 25th February, you will find this particular mock. Make sure that you attempt this mock. देखो जब चीजें फ्री की मिल रही होती है तो लेके सॉल्व कर लेना चाहिए, है ना? So you can register for this. The link is given in the description. And if you're targeting this year's CAT, so there is a college predictor that we have developed, which uses a good amount of sample size. Okay, it's a lot of students, actual results that we compare your result with and see which colleges are best for you, depending upon how those students went and to which colleges. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. You can click on this button and you can talk to our counselor. You'll get in touch with us very soon. And check out our social media handles and pages. Do join our Telegram channel. And that's all for today. Thank you, everyone. I'll come up with another session on reasoning or quant. Let me check the chat. What doubts do you guys have? No doubt. Okay, chalo. Take care. Bye-bye.